I'm Jim.
I'm Sandra.
We are retired old-timers, taking it easy.
One day at a time.
So we're doing some traveling. So that's what we're going to do in this video. We're going to share our trip to Saskatchewan. Everybody knows where Saskatchewan is, right? Yeah. Oh, hi. Thanks for joining us. Well, I'm Jim, retired old timer, taking it easy one day at a time. So, you remember the TV series Route 66? You know, get your kicks on Route 66. Well, we have a road in northern Saskatchewan that has a lot of history. So we are gonna go for a drive on Route 55. Well, that highway has changed a lot over the years. So we're going to start on this highway in Nipawin. Nipawin lies between the two lakes that was created by two dams. The Cadet Lake, built in 1986, and the Tobin Lake in the, I believe in the 60s. Now both lakes were created by dams on the North Saskatchewan River. Because of the two lakes, Nipawin has earned the nickname the Town of Two Lakes. Nipawin is also a Cree word meaning a bed or resting place, which referred to a low-lying area along the river, now flooded by the Cadet Lake. That was where the First Nations, women and children, used to camp and wait for men. Anyway, let's get going. We're going to join Highway 55 just at the north point of Carrot River, just north of Carrot River, and we are going to journey on this highway that has greatly improved over the years. We're going to show you some historic pictures of that route, and we're going to show you what that road looks like now. Greatly improved from the early years. Again, thanks for joining me. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. Thanks for joining me. The ridge was an area created by the big thaw of the ice age when the melting ice dropped large rocks and debris as it moved through the area. It could never be used for farmland, but was a great habitat for wildlife. Quite often I would see moose, deer, and other wildlife in the area. Now, building a road through the area was difficult because of the deep moss and large boulders that were half the size of a large cat. Let me tell you more about the ridge. It was an area created by the big thaw of the ice age when the melting ice dropped large rocks and debris as it moved through the area. It could never be used for farmland, but is great habitat for wildlife. Building a road through the area was difficult because of all the deep moss and large boulders that were half the size of even a large caterpillar. That's construction cats. The early farmers made an appeal to the Premier Douglas, the Minister of Agriculture at the time, and for a road through the area, and in the end he agreed. You are now entering Battle Heights. How did Battle Heights get its name? Well, apparently there were two tribes in the area, and there was a battle going on between them on a high ridge, and this battle was the height of their battle. Therefore, the name Battle Heights. Whoop! Oncoming traffic. Which lane are they in? Oh no! Oh no! I'm getting off the hood right now. So the land for the Glen Horn School, which was named after Mr. Horn, was only purchased for $1 per acre. The school that is here now was obtained in 1952. The school became a community center after it was closed in 1961, with the decisions to bus the students to the school in Carrot River, which happened to a lot of the rural schools in the area. It was often used for Christmas concert, card parties, dancing, and summer community picnics. It's so sad to see these buildings now in disarray. That should be disarray. Disarray? Disarray. Ah, disarray. Anyway, let's continue. So we are now crossing the river that divides two communities, Battle Heights and Smoky Burn. So first, let's go to the river. This river drains most of northeastern Saskatchewan and empties into the North Saskatchewan River. One of the biggest challenges was the small, harmless-looking Carrot River, which turned into a raging torrent that flooded its banks and swept away bridges. One of the first bridges to get across the river was just a simple log bridge, but that one got washed away right quickly. So they had to build more reliable bridges. However, Mother Nature proved to be too much powerful, and every attempt to put in a better bridge failed. Finally, in 1987, a bridge was built that so far has managed to escape the raging Carrot River. We are now entering the Smoky Burn area. Well, let's go back a few years. 1937 was a very dry year, and a fire went through the area, possibly caused by lightning. So all this burnt material, dead trees, branches all over the ground, well, there was a lot of them, and because of that, even the moss caught fire and burnt all winter long. So, hence the name Smoky Burn. After the war, this area was opened up to veterans to join co-op farms. Jobs were hard to find, and many of the veterans needed new opportunities, and the government provided these opportunities with these cooperative farms. The first one on the right here was known as the Riverbend Co-op Farm. It, apparently in the very beginning, even had an airstrip and a small hospital. Well, the early roads in the area were not nice, because whenever it rained, it made traveling almost impossible, as you can see, because of all this heavy gumbo mud. And since the area was so flat, that drainage ditches had to be built. Like most of the farming communities, Smoky Burn residents needed a place where they could meet. Now that all started with a school that was built in 1949. A corner was land was used to put up this school. The area chosen for the school grounds was very poor. And every spring, guess what? There was no place for the water to go, so it flooded the schoolyard. quite often school had to be closed, and quite often the water came in so fast that they had to use a raft or a boat to get the children to safety. So the school continued until 1961, when they decided to bus older children to Carrot River. And then in June of 1963, it was completely closed, and all students in the Smoky Burn area were bused into town. And this school served, besides as a school, also served as a place for community dances, community clubs, sports days, fall suppers, Christmas concert, and even church services. The building was in very poor shape, so in 1992, since no one wanted the building, they decided to burn it down. So on March the 21st, the year 2000, the building that held memories for so many was no more. On the same land, a co-op store was also brought in late 1949, 1950, and it supplied residents with groceries till it was closed in November of 1971. The school continued to be used as a community center. There was the homecoming, 1971, the Veterans Reunion in 1988, and then in July of 2005, another reunion.
Know you've been a good friend, and that's in the thick and thin, and I know it's never gonna end, 'cause you've been a good friend.
Now this highway has a lot of history. Originally, when they first brought it into the area, it was known as Highway 163, but is now Highway 55. A much improved highway from the early days. Now Highway 163 still exists, but it is a road that comes off of Highway 55 going to the community of Red Earth. So this highway just got freshly paved in 2022, and it's now so smooth, not having to go around potholes anymore, that you know, I haven't even fallen off the bumper. I've been riding this bumper all the way on Highway 55. Haven't fallen off yet. Yeah. So it's so smooth, as you can see, that you can feel comfortable taking this drive on Highway 55. This highway east of where their turnoff was also known as the Kelsey Trail. If we follow the Kelsey Trail all the way to Highway 9, where it meets up with Mountain Cabin. And if you follow Highway 9, it will take you to the Paw, Manitoba. Going for a drive on Route 55. Did you hear the news? I'm gonna take that cruise. It's all about the memories down the road to history. Route 55. Well, thanks for joining me on this adventure. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching, and God bless.